I just realized for the past 25 minutes I've been talking with mute on. So go me. Yeah, luckily, most of that time I was dealing with like a crash bug, like something going wrong with my perforce. So I'll probably come back and delete that first section on YouTube. But basically, I'm trying to beef up the Skagente. Yeah, I'm doing well, you know. Kind of so I made a few I took some time, off stream and I wanted to improve some of a little bit of the loading transitions for a bit better polish. And so I think it's here. So now all characters will do a nice fade in before as they spawn instead of just popping in. So that's nice. And same thing when they die, the corpse will it'll take 2 minutes for the corpse to basically disappear, but it fades out nicely. So it'll be a little bit more polished. And then the same goes for um, loot as well and trees and stuff. And so if I turn all these on and hit play, and I also optimized, I believe they're much more optimized now from a networking standpoint. I did what's called setting them to dormant. And so, oh, whoops. So I had to go back here. And so now I can have a lot more trees in the game. I think it's this way. Yeah, so the trees will fade in nicely when they come back. And so it's less poppy, there's a little more quality on it all. Like I think one way we really want to elevate Tearyn is through a a little bit better polish than some of the other indie MMOs out there. And so quality of life things, really good UX experiences. Um, we want to have a better feel. I also did a little bit of work on the characters while I did a material rework. So they're like slightly cel shaded in a way, and then they have a very thin outline. It's almost hard to see right now. Oh, actually, I don't know if I did it on the player characters. Did I? I don't have it on the player characters yet. It's only on the. Um, I just remember that. I didn't set the player characters up with the outline yet. If I hit play in the spiders, they might show it there. Um, Speaking of cell shading, we are getting a built-in cell and toon shader in 5.8. I did not even know that. That's cool. That might actually make me. So here you can see very thin um, outline to enemies now. And obviously some of these aren't like cell shaded to the extent because we have so many different marketplace assets. It's hard to like keep that consistent and stuff. But we're just kind of like the king looks a little bit different now because of the new material setup. It also was like an optimization flow, and so I have all enemies basically using the same master material. And so I actually went through. Um, this is like when you're getting ready to really have your product being very official. You want to have like kind of master materials for masked, opaque, translucent, these type of things. And then I had to go through and create a bunch of the material instances for all the different Cinti assets that exist and try and make sure that match them up and stuff. And the same thing goes for spiders and like try and match up, all their different functions and things into one and combine all the materials together type thing. So that's also going to be a slight performance boost as well. That one, it might be like more memory boost on that side because it's converting, a bunch of different materials into one material, so it's less loading effectively. But yeah, so cleaned up a little bit of that stuff. I worked on a little bit of, I don't know if it's fully fixed yet, but um, I hated that when you load it into a level, that you get this little blip of seeing the world, then the loading screen comes up, and then it um, and then it like goes into the game, and like there's a Unreal's kind of annoying for that um, when it comes to multiplayer, because you have to wait for the player to get a controller. It's like it's just really weird how Unreal, when you connect as a player to a dedicated server, where your player is located, sometimes is either like it's almost always gets this weird blip of being at 000 in the world, and so like sometimes you'll start the level like you'll get this tiny blip of this, and so it's really annoying, and so sometimes you have to build a system to spawn them like way down below somewhere in a black box. Wait till they get the controller passed to them, then spawn their loading screen, make sure that's active, and then load them into the world. It's like it's really weird. Um, but now I'm working on, like I was saying before, and I don't know if I actually was muted or not during this, but um, this is so weird. Why it's not playing. This boss here, that's Jagan Rappo, was fighting. Obviously, he basically barely got hit during the process. Part of that is due to mana cost being not really balanced right now, but and his damage is way too low for this type of thing. But I want to improve this fight even more, make it harder to be kited, and then this is going to be like a really nice, difficulty group boss. And so he's kind of like the unofficial boss of the zone, right? And so I want him to feel like a raid boss, like is like a group-based raid boss type thing, really good mechanics and stuff. And so I feel like his first kit is pretty good. I increased his move speed by 200, so that'll help. And then, like I was saying here, um, when you have an AI cast ability, you can have them cast it in the direction of when the cast starts, which is basically, hey, I'm looking this way. I'm going to throw this thing in this direction, and you have basically a little bit of time to get out of it. Or you can have him turn and face basically your player and cast it towards them as they cast it. And so that's kind of what I'm doing now, and that'll make it a little bit harder to avoid. It's a little bit of balance because like what I'm switching this to is makes it harder for um, like mages and stuff to kite him, but it's going to be harder for tanks to avoid it. And so it might be that situation where the tanks just have to tank it. Um, and then what I'm also going to implement is a little bit of phases. And so this will be his first phase. Um, is this even set to something? AOE. AOE, okay. That weird is weird. That one's like, okay, this one's not even like properly doing anything. I think I'm just going to delete that one. But that'll be really interesting to see how the Epic Cell Shader and stuff is by default, because we are going to experiment a lot with stylized graphics. And right now I'm using a material overlay to do the outline. Again, I don't have it set up in the player characters yet. But alright, so right off the bat, he's going to be faster, and now as he casts his thing, alright, didn't do it that time. Oh, did I choose the wrong one? Hopefully not. I don't think that was the wrong one. King Kit. One, two, three, four. Oh, right. Yeah, so yeah, I had the right one. Okay, targeting. Oh, direction. Okay, target lock actor, location current. Okay, so it's the target lock. Targeting, target lock actor. Targeting, target lock actor. And I also want to probably create some sort of minions for him. I want people to have to CC. Yeah, let me just make this quick because I always forget. Take the initial spawn time to 0. Alright, so now when he casts it, why is it still not doing it? What the heck? Action 1, do I need the target lock up here? Targeting. Rotate to target. I think that's only for channeled. Targeting. Recurrent. Rotation. Default. Maybe. Let's try that. Do need to bump up his, a little bit of his opacity and stuff. Okay, maybe I just need to turn off action lock on this. Maybe that's what it is. Take off the input lock. Just another little bug fix thing I need to do is fix the weird nameplate health stuff when things spawn. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is make it channeled, which will force enabled. And then on the first one, okay, we're going to maybe delay by like 0.75 or something. Let's pull this out. Let's see what happens this time. Why is he not rotating the target properly? It's so weird. Channeled. Okay, that's not what I want. It's so weird he's not doing this. This is how my system works. Targeting. Oh, duh. I don't want action owner. I want, no, location action current. Because that's where it's spawning. Maybe I just need to add a slight movement. So if I put the cast time to like 1.2 and then delay this by 0.2. I really need to remove his other abilities while I work on this. Alright, that's more towards what I want here. Alright, so delay it by like dot or dot 2, and then cast time. Oh, I know, I think I do need to make it down here. Dot 3. I don't know. Maybe I don't want that. It's less predictable. Dot 3. I think I like it just being more predictable. I will put that to target actor. I could potentially try aim prediction. Aim prediction. Action owner cast start. Cast start. And cast start. And I think this one's already the cast start. And finally. Okay. And let's go to his kit. And trash that, and trash that, and maybe I just need to make it a faster cast. It's too slow of a cast. That's probably what I need to do here. So it's just too long of a cast. It's like too much time to figure things out. So I'm going to take this and put the play rate to like .75 and maybe 1. And then the cast time will be about .6. And that should make it a little bit harder to dodge, but not impossible. It's like 1.3 is like a little bit too long of a telegraph, animation-based telegraph. that's a little better. So if I'm tank, I'll see if I can dodge it as a tank. Not really. So maybe I do need to make it a little bit longer. Okay. Let's try dot 5. Oh, that's all I want. Playwright, I want to be dot 5. And, okay, dot 7.5. So now we're at around dot 86 second cast. So dot, like go dot 9 cast. Okay, I'm tanking, Okay. That's more reasonable. Good enough for me on that one. And then, yeah. So, that's that. I don't mind having a little bit of an easier phase, but I could do some sort of minion spawn here. So what minions do I want him to have? Let's get a basic skeleton, I think. I'm just gonna get a basic skeleton. Alright, copy these here. Rename all these from skeleton to pet. Okay, actor spawn. I probably won't even need this, but and we're gonna remove the sword on this guy. And then we'll put the name. And is it pet? Is true. Or I think that's not the right tag, I think. yeah, it's lifetime is, yeah, okay. And then his kit. Kits. Let's get your tape pad. And then I will set his level to like 10 or something. Make him just kind of like cannon foddery. And then I need a health curve. At some point I need to take the time to make some standardized health amounts. So these guys are going to be very weak. Like 400, because we're probably going to summon a lot of them. Oh, technically they have to be a little bit higher. They do have to be kind of be around level 15. And then I'm just going to start them as kind of low. And then set this. And then let's get the, what we can do is actually take the number 2 here. We're going to duplicate this as AI. Let's get Gente summon pets. And we're just going to change this to an actor spawn. We don't need any type of appearance. And it's going to be pet. So actor spawn. Clear that. Do that. And alright, so this should summon a little bit of a row of enemies right in front of them. Back to my king kit. We'll change this to 3. Let's see what happens. That's not what I thought was going to. Oh, summon pets. To delayed. Some pets, yeah. We do need to change the. Alright, so we're going to do a cast time on this one. And to find out that cast time, we're going to do his spell. Raise the dead, start. I'm just going to create another montage for this. Start loop. Let's make it a loop and roughly a 4.5 second cast. We're going to make this channeled. And movement, yep, input lock, like 1. And then, what was the time? 4 point what? 8. 4.8. And then let's look at the timing. So we're going to do one every, how many of these we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, every 0.5 seconds. So maybe I can keep these all as is. 0.5. I have the wrong animation set still. Summon pets. Now, why is it so delayed? What's going on with that? Channels enabled. Cooldowns, whatever. Move speed. Oh, it's delayed because of my new spawning system. Okay, let me think here. What do I need to do to override this? I have some sort of override for this. Defender. Okay, that's just death stuff. Set pet. This is character AI master. Alright, so if the owner is a character, which is true, character type, AI, branch if we are a pet. So false, we just do this. Spelling state off. Let's try that. And then this goes over here. And then we also need let's just try that, I guess. Oh, I didn't even mark them as a pet yet. And then I don't want randomized mesh. There we go. And then we just increase their and I will do different power scaling on them because I don't want them hit that hard. Otherwise, they're just going to eat the tank alive. Pet. Aggro radius is going to be like 5,000. Maybe like 9,000. How big is that? That's probably too much. 6,000. That's good. And then, once again, I need a stat change for power. Excuse me. And then for level 15s, we're going to do like divided by 4. Let's say 4 each. I'm just doing this in case I need to modify anything. Okay. Now, why they didn't aggro is a little weird. Spawning state off. Don't worry about that after. Alright, so we're summoning pets is another ability. He runs faster, he hits faster. Let's randomly make him maybe root someone. Let's do that. Which is very easy to do. I'm gonna close everything out. I do need to. Let's take this attack here. Duplicate. Let's get Gente. I don't know. Root. I can just trash all of this. I'll put a root in. And direct target. Actor. Enemy. Action. Target actor current. That's default. And then we do need a decent effect for this. Let's try the void. These always take forever to compile. Alright, we're going to make a duplicate of this. It's going to be Forest Gente. Just going to take all of this. We just want to like immediately go. And then let's turn off some things. Probably don't need those. Anticipation. Yeah, I like that. That's good. And the range on this should be really high. Yep. So if we put this back to just king. Action 1, and then the debuff is going to be Skadge Root. And so he'll start randomly casting a 5-second root to people. location. Like 150. Does this thing do that stupid pivot stuff? So am I turning on do these things like get screwed over if I do local? Is that what's going on? I don't understand why they turn with the camera. Is it interpolated? Okay, whatever. Let's leave it on for a sec. Alright, that's pretty good. It's a little bit too low here. -125, I think. Rooted. Then we'll do a little bit of damage with it, because it's a random target. Alright. So we're spawning pets, gives enchanters and people things to do to try and have something to CC. And the key thing here is this is actually the phase 1. And we're going to completely change this kit in phase 2 to be even more advanced. Ooh, resist. Alright, let's make his route. Let's do, yeah, let's just leave it. Again, we're gonna have lots of balancing stuff to figure out later on. Okay, so now we want to do a resource health percent change, which will change his kit. So let's get this going. Resource health transition. Okay, transition 1. It's fine. Okay. Rename. Action. Passive. Gente. Phase 2. And if we look at all this, go to passive, health percent self, activate chance 100%. Could only activate once, and we're going to activate it at 75%. So we have 75%, and then let's just do, I guess, 70%, or was it? I think it was 0.75. Yeah. So 30% is phase 1. Another 30% is phase 2. So maybe we just do .66. So I have 33 in phase 1, 33 in phase 2, 33 in phase 3. So we'll do that, and then we're going to make a as a result of all this, we will be doing a form change here. So I need to go do stat change. Let's get another stat change. Phase 2. This is going to be unavoidable, self, positive, and we are doing, I don't think that matters, a form change. All these don't matter. Git change enabled. Mesh change we're keeping. And we're doing, so let's take the king kit, and just as a test, we'll duplicate this. Phase 2. We're going to change this to summon pets and action 2. Just as a quick test. It's been a while since I've actually executed this here. And so real quick, just for testing, I'm going to go to the, I guess the easiest way to do this is just modify his health instead of messing with other abilities. So stat health curve. I'm going to take his health and put it to like 1,000. So I'm going to hit him a couple times, bring him down to 666 health, I think. Okay, that's not, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Level 17. Level 17. Okay, I don't know why it pulled from the wrong level, so that's interesting. Hopefully I can actually do this. No, he's resetting. Alright, I will take his first kit. I need to set up like a little actor thing helper that um, like gives me cheats and stuff, gives me damage and things. Oh, I could just set my level up. I forgot about that too. I'm dead. Alright, let's go set my level up in PlayFab. But yeah, I need a little cheat system that's easy to set up. Players. Characters. Let's put myself to level 50. Alright. So this next hit, he should start other abilities. Oh wait, I didn't even add it. I'm a dork. Kit, AI King. Action, passive. Kit. Or passive. What? Oh, phase 2. Alright. Did not work, it seems. Passive. Action, passive, phased. Oh, I did not set the form change. Stat change. Phase 2. Let's also just just for a little bit of visibility difference, we will do type permanent scale mesh by like 1.2. See if that works. Oh, we don't scale actor by 1.2. Okay, well that just changed. I don't know if the actor scale did anything, but Why is he resetting when his leash is like... His leash range should be very high. It's very odd that he's resetting. Alright, so he starts off. Why is he doing that? AI King. Alright, so if I aggro him, what does he do? He's summoning that. Why is he summoning that? That's not supposed to be what he does. Oh, does for some reason his health drop and then it automatically transitions. Is that what's happening? Target and okay. Was it the server running that, or is it the... so how about this? This might be an easy fix. Go here. Get owner. So the owner of the passive. We're going to get stat component. Get spawning state. And we're only going to continue if it's false. That might fix it. Alright, so our correct ability, starting ability is the root and attack. And as soon as I bring him to 666 or lower, there we go. Switch disabilities up. And that's just messing up because I don't have this other thing set up properly. Alright, so that seemed to have fixed that. I'm going to make a note in my patch notes. So that's a probably a health curve issue. I wonder if we go here, health. Let's search here for health curve. So this is why there's such a delay in setting stuff up over here. And why the basically we need to set up the level first. Once the level is confirmed being set up, then we can set its max health properly according to the curve. And I have delays, several delays in that process. But I think I'm going to tackle that another day. Alright, so I have a proper kit change, and then let's just try this real quick on. I'm pretty sure if I de-aggro as well, the kit should return to normal on reset. So we have that stuff there. Get him down. Now he's got his other form. And now he's reset. Oh, he's not reset, he's just attacking other things. Okay. I'll get back to that one. And then I could do one more thing over here. Do like a slight delay. Like to search for targets. Make sure the skeletons just start finding something to hit. Just seems to have hit something, huh? they still also have... Why do they still have that? Does that weird thing where they're like taking one level above or something? Alright, for the first King's ability set, we have the debuff. We also have, so this will obviously be like a 10-second cooldown, we'll say. Cooldown, we'll do like 15 seconds. Save. And then there's the action 3, which I believe already has like a little bit longer cooldown, 30-second cooldown. And then action 1 and action 2. And then we're basically going to copy this a little bit. And then, oh yeah, the summoning, pet summoning as well. Alright, so let's check out phase 1 here. So there's the root, summon the pets. Got a big AoE explosion, gotta get out of. Summon pets is obviously too low of cooldown. Should also be like a 20, we'll say 25-second cooldown. And then I really want to make sure these things, like why aren't they searching for targets? Spawning state off. Oh, it could be because of the, yeah, maybe I do need to change this pet thing. We'll just say like AI pet. And then let's just swap that out. I think I have other stuff set up there, so let's go pet. I do think player, I have the other pet variable I set up was for player pets. Okay, so you got, there's the big frontal attack like that. The root. Is the pet thing. Have a low range for some reason? It does. random root, random thing. Sorry. Oh. So it's, yeah, summon thing. Reset. Okay. So now we need to think about phase 2. Needs to be like more of everything. So if we look at king action 2, so the first thing we're going to do is we'll set his default kit to kit 2, kit. Kit phase 2. And then in this phase 2 kit, I'm just going to do one by one, remove these. We're going to start with action 1, phase 2. And so this time it's going to shoot 2 of these out. Or yeah, maybe we'll just do like 3 rows. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so let me think here. So I basically just want to, I'm going to insert and copy this, insert here, paste, and then location should be like plus 500. We should see like 1 off to the left or something. Yeah, there we go. And so we'll keep doing that again. So I will copy the first one on 2, insert, paste, location, yes, minus 500. And I think that's how I can up this up. Okay. Now we're going to repeat this for 3. So copy 3, insert at 4, paste, and insert at 5, and paste on 5. 4, do 500 and 5, negative 500. And same thing for 6. Copy 6, insert 7, paste, insert 7, paste, 500, 8 is negative 500. Copy 9, insert, paste, insert, paste, location 9 and 11 is negative 500. Copy 12, insert, paste, insert, paste, 514 is negative 500. And copy there. That's a little different. To drag this one down. Insert and 16, 17. Location. I could have done this live too and tested it as it ran, but whatever. Alright, so now we have 3 rows. Boom, 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 boom. I do have to fix the timing, but I don't know, it kind of looks cool when it's exploding all over the place, but I don't think it's very practical because it's kind of easy to avoid. Okay, so the first wave goes fine, but then this wave 3, 4 needs to be 0. 5 also needs to be 0. And then 6 we skip. And 7 is 0. 8 is 0. 9 we skip. 10 is 0. 11 is 0. 12 we skip. 13 is 0. 14 is 0. 15 we skip. 16. Is 0. And 17 is 0. So now it should feel like an actual 3-hit wave. Alright, that is officially upgraded. Brum, 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 brum. Alright. Phase 1 updated. And today I might only do like 2 phases. Maybe I'll just stop at the phase then, and then I'll do another phase another day or something. Okay, kit phase 2. So now we need action 2. Phase 2. And let's take a look at this. This is just kind of like a wave in front. So this one, instead of just adding to it, I'm going to add some projectiles come out as well. So that'll add at least something for like more range, anti-range stuff. And so I'm going to just copy this and paste on one, but make it a projectile. I think targeting is fine, location is fine, rotation is fine, and then projectile is just normal. And speed we'll do like 2000. It's pretty decent low speed. And then the appearance, I need some sort of a projectile. That is maybe not that one. That's impacts. What do we got here? Lightning. That's impacts. I don't want impacts. Common. That's too lightningy. Let's duplicate this as Sketchente. Just gonna turn this like a unholy color of some sort. Now, why would you do this to me? Like, why would you not just make like why would you not just make this a color that you can change? So this color is only like the inside of it. Maybe there's a different color setting. It's probably a variable somewhere. Is it on here? Is it really like the texture? It's the texture. Okay, so this thing I need to duplicate. this thing I need to duplicate. Change the friggin' hue. Let's go with that. Also duplicate this. Also change the hue. Then back to here. What the heck? And then this guy goes here. And then this guy goes here. Let's see what happens. Okay, I have to raise it up. It's very not noticeable right now. Location 0. I don't know why it gets so different. Like, why it's all of a sudden so see-through? Alright, maybe we just use this one. I don't care. Just gonna make it fire. Okay, that's kind of cool. Sends off fireball. And this is where we will try to do a little bit of live testing. Okay. I think I have to check this again. That's not one. Okay, always on top is there. Alright, so I want, so this guy does not need a delay here. And then his rotation is going to be pretty big. Almost 90. Nope, negative 90. Okay, good. Let's add some more. It's going to be weird, so copy this, insert that. Alright, so we're doing number 2, explosion. So copy the explosion on 3, insert, paste on 3, and then I have to get the appearance here. Become a projectile. Yeah, it might be easier next time to just copy the projectile and change the other settings. And then the rotation we're going to set to like negative 45 or negative 22.5. Oh, and up the location, obviously. And the speed, yeah, it's definitely going to be better to... Okay. How many more fireballs do we need? So just 3 more fireballs here. So we're going to copy 3, insert at 4, paste on 4, and then we'll take the location from 3 and paste on 4. That did not seem to work. I think I did something wrong. Insert child. Okay. So we have AoE, fireball, AoE, fireball, AoE. So I'm copying 3, which is fireball, inserting at 5, pasting on 5, copy location 4, and pasting on location 5. And that should do the fireball, I think. Yep. And then the location, we kill this. And rotation, I think, is just 0. And so now, 6 is an AoE, 5 is a projectile, insert 7, paste on 7, get the location of 6, and paste on 7, and then boom. And then the rotation is probably 22.5. And last but not least, so 7's a fireball. We're going to insert at 8, or no, I could just do plus, paste, copy location of 8, paste, change the Z, and rotation is going to be 90. And now we have phase 2 of that. Now, one question. Oh, yeah, some things aren't hitting because. Okay, the fireballs, I think I do need to have lower. Unless their hitbox. Oh, wow, the fireballs have a massive hitbox. That's going to cause problems. 50 by 50. So I'm going to copy this. And we're going to paste it on 1 and 3 and 5 and 7 and 9. Okay, it's hitting. All right. I feel like maybe the VFX is a little bit too big. Can we change that? Let's see if it makes a difference. This is the first one over here. I think that looks a little different. So copy the appearance of. Oh, did I screw that up? Okay. Appearance here of 1. Can't tell. Appearance of 1 and 3. Then 5, 7, and 9. I do think I need to lower it slightly. Or just make it a little bit bigger on the hitbox on these. Maybe like 75. Oh, that's why. I forgot the Z value. Okay, hitbox. Maybe 50 is okay then. Let's go back to 50. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. There we go. Okay, yeah, that hit me there. Yeah, I'm gonna lower them slightly, and I think we're good. Location by like -30. It's 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. And 5, 3, 1. Okay. Phase 2 of Action 2 complete. And now Action 3 is the jump. So duplicate 3, Phase 2. And I think what I could do is location is going to be maybe Action. I don't remember if I can do this as a attached thing. Targeting, direction, AoE. Can we make this a channeled ability? And then insert a, this has a delay, right? Just put a 2-second delay for a second. This is going to be a mobility. Targeting is self, type, dash, and the dash will be what, like 2550, duration of like 1. Let's see what happens here when this goes through. Okay, way too much there. But it does kind of work where I want. It's like 600 and then duration .5 maybe. And we'll make him jump a little faster this time. So the charge is actually taking over the part. Let me look at his. I think I have to disable something on his animation blueprint maybe. Or do I have a charge, dodge, knockdown, stun, sleep, banish, death stuff, moving? Why does it override the... Stat change index, nothing on this one. Is there a dash? So for some reason, maybe that's only to disable the jump stuff. Oh, do I not have? See if that does it. I don't have the thing set low. Cooldown to like 6 seconds. Alright, let's just do a short movement burst. We'll do a dash for... Let's just take off channel. Do a 0-second cast. And then we dash. The delay for that. I wonder if that works. How I want it to look. Yeah, something's going on with that dash. Unless, is this not set to full? Okay, this is not set to full body. So now it should override everything else. Alright, cool. So now we want to reverse. We're going to start. Just going to move this up. We'll start with that, and then oh no, we can't do that. Okay, so the charge happens. So we need a new we need a new one of these. Duplicate this. And then this is going to be like, we're going to jump instantly, I think, right? Let's try jumping instantly. Let's take that off. Why did you not jump instantly? Okay, cool. And then, so go up. And then this is too long. Play rate, we'll do like 1. Okay, a little bit too short. That sinks. And then let's see if I can lock it. Here, so we will do input lock after. We like 1.5. And then on the target location, cast start location. That's fine. Okay, maybe a little longer. And then this will do play rate at like .4 now. And the ability slightly longer, .75. Okay, that feels pretty good now. And I can set this as a random target, so he'll randomly jump at someone. And I can even let's do jump. Let's see if this works. So starting this at like 1. Okay, way too long. So we're ending at like 1.2, starting at 0.5. No, that's not going to work at all. I have to do it like when he lands. And then I could like put it here maybe. 0.5, 1.2. And this would be like 0.8. Yeah, that would look so jank. That's just not gonna work. Do they have a roar or something? Ooh, I can reverse that for something cool. Actually, hello.
I was wondering if you've eaten dinner.
A few hours ago, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had rice and sausage with Harry.
Huh?
Had some rice and sausage with Harry.
Well, I was wondering if you were up for maybe driving me to In and Out to get a burger or no?
I can probably do that, yeah.
Probably do that.
Give me one sec.
If not, it's fine. I'll just make something here. I just want to get a burger, that's all.
Let me
You
do.
still look lightheaded, so that's why I was going to ask if maybe you could drive me.
I'll try if it's fine. Just give me a sec. Let me finish up my thoughts here.
Okay.
Um. All right, this is roughly 3 seconds. So let's do that. -0.5. Okay, around 4 seconds actually. So just slightly -0.4. Okay. And then I can put this back in as like a player 3 or something. And then we'll do this as action phase 1. Quickly test this. Boom. Okay, that's cool. That's more accurate. And then phase 2 will now become, instead of that, he will leap attack. Somewhat at random. Okay. And then action 3, phase whatever. This is the AoE. Hitbox, we're going to do like half the hitbox. And then the time is like .8. I don't know why it's not using the animation or the maybe just do 500 by 500 by 500. That's the telegraph. I guess telegraphs we're going to take off because I don't really work with this. And then I'll just clear that. And then the appearance should be just like 1. Okay, cool. Ooh. Like I'm fine with that, like jumping over people. That could be a strategy of some sort. Even though like he's going to do this random, he's going to target someone randomly and jump to them. And so all right, cool. So it's 3 phase 2 abilities we've got down. Next up, we have, I think, yeah, we have the first attack, second attack, the jump attack, and then the now we'll have pets to change up. Let's look at the first kit. Oh, and the root. So it's just the pets and root, and then I'm done for phase 2. And the root, basically, I can make AoE now. It's not too, or just like, yeah. The first one's just a single target, and now it'll pick someone at random and do an area effect root. So, that's pretty easy. I will be back a little bit later. I am going to go get some food, and I'll start my stream back up then. We are working on our group boss. It's supposed to be a group boss, not a raid boss. But I want to have like a lot of cool mechanics with my bosses. So this one is the I'm basically upgrading Skagente. Which you can kind of look at the first integration of it was right here on our YouTube, and Jagan Rappo is going around soloing it and stuff. And so obviously there's a lot of balancing we have to do with mana and things, but his health was like I increased his health by 4 times. Uh, but after he did this, and now I'm integrating a bunch of different systems or attacks where it would be a little bit anti-kiting because you do want him to be the boss of the level, and groups have wanted to group up and kill him for the best loot in this level. And so I'm integrating a phase 2 for him. This is basically his base of his phase 1. I also added a random root he will put on people, and then I also added that he summons like 5 kind of weak minions to go around that enchanters can mez or DPS have to kill and things. I'm sure my damage numbers are all over the place here, balancing and things like that, but that'll come with everything. And so um, I've got most of his phase 2 done now, and so I might, for now, let him get down to 50%, and his phase 2 becomes at 50%. And then another time, I might integrate a phase 3 for him as well. But I'll be back shortly, maybe an hour or so,